Hi again. So I just happened to somehow disconnect the camera again by not even moving it this time. So I took it as an advantage to quickly go to the toilet and get some food. So I'm just quickly going to finish off this kitting up video whilst we can. And hopefully the camera won't disconnect and we'll get this last bit done in this video. So I just thought I'd let you know my thoughts and feelings about this kit as we are near the end of kitting it up, and I've had a look at the drills quite closely. Personally, I think they're quite good quality. I haven't seen many with air bubbles, and I don't see many really misshaped ones either, to be honest. They all look very, very similar. Same size. No air bubbles. No. None of them where you don't have like the full drill. Do you know where the hollow? Them ones that you can't stick. It happens a lot in circles. I have seen it in square drills as well. So there isn't any of that in this kit. They all seem to be the same, to be honest, which is what we like to see, because then the picture should really turn out as straight and as beautiful as possible, really. So fingers crossed. And can't wait to actually start this kit. I wanted to do this one, but as you can probably see here, and you can see it a little bit more there, that's actually the diamond painting custom I thought I was going to have to do, because obviously it's stuck to the table and it's that large that I can't store it anywhere when I'm not doing it. So I've had to stick it to the table so it'll be safe. I thought I was going to do that one. Pardon you. I'm going to do that one instead of this one. But my aunt is coming down and she's not down all the time. And this is meant for her. So I'm going to try and struggle through it and get it done by the time that she's here or going home. And then hopefully she can take it with her. Where's that bead? It had it before. Seen it there. There you go. I'll just quickly actually share this link underneath. Donna's still watching at the game. And it's still hot as hell. Bless her. At least she's getting some family time in. By the times things are having fun, even if it is a bit too hot. She's actually in America, whereas I'm in the UK. So there's quite a big time difference. But that doesn't stop us both. We're always on the phone to each other, always emailing each other. So she became the new moderator for our group. So if you do happen to ever get a message and she happens to put Donna on the bottom, that is our new moderator. If you haven't come over to Pixies Production 5D Diamond Painting Group, you should come over. I can put I think the link's in one of my previous videos. I could put it in this video if you'd like. Come and pop over and say hi. Say that you come from YouTube. We'd love to know and see you. Got many people in our group. Making friends, new friends daily. Saying the weather's hot, but the players aren't. Like, you're a baseball match. How aren't they? Right, something up if they ain't. Something seriously up. I'm sure she'll get some videos for us to see though. Hopefully. She thinks of this. So yeah, my personal feeling about this kit is I'm going to have a good experience with it. As the other custom I did was actually off the same company. I can say from experience with that custom, I actually really did enjoy it to the point of I couldn't put it down. And when I thought I was nearly finished, I was going to do an all-nighter and finish it. It's lucky I didn't, because it took me 3 days to actually finish it. And that's whilst doing other things, don't get me wrong, but that could have been a long few days if I'd actually stayed up to do it. So I'm glad I didn't. But the overall experience with these canvases is really good. It doesn't have popping drills. It's very sticky, very clearly printed. You also get an infantry sheet, which I think is fabulous. I love my infantry sheets. I know you don't get them with a lot of companies. A lot of companies have stopped doing it. So I'm quite grateful that my supplier still does them. And to be honest, he does a good job at them as well. I do know that, like, say for instance, if there's something in the image, like maybe spotting that shouldn't be there, he has got rid of it before for me. So he does literally put his heart and soul into the canvases to get the best quality for the customers, which I appreciate, and I'm sure my customers appreciate it too. And there's the next one. To be honest, this one has more littler colours. Like, we don't seem to have that many packs of loads of colours other than the black. To be honest, I think by the end of it, I don't know whether I'm going to end up actually getting all my 50 colours in one tray, which will be pretty cool. I've never done that before. Normally they have multiple, like 6 packs in them. This one just doesn't seem to. Although it does have a lot of colours. This one definitely has more colours than the other one. The other one was a 56. Oh, only one more colour. Madness. Seems so many more colours. This one seems to have a lot more of the similar shades, I have noticed, than the other one. Although there is more people in this one, so that's probably why. To get everybody looking right, they probably used quite similar colours between them all, but obviously not the same ones, or else you wouldn't be able to see the detail of each member of the family. So yeah, like I said before, just make sure you do get to know your symbols, because I've just noticed there I've got capital E and a little e, and they are actually one after the other. So that would be MC number 737. Wait, I can't see what I'm doing, sorry. 3721 and then 3722. Now that one was the first one and it's capital E. That one was the second and it's a little e. So just make sure you do notice things like that, just so that before you see your canvas, you're not going to get thrown off totally and get confused. Because the sooner you realise which symbols you're using on this painting, the sooner you'll realise that that DMC number goes with that symbol, sort of thing. And you'll start flying through your painting, honestly. Like the first hour or so for me is a bit slow, but then after that I tend to have used some of the colours, so I know what symbols I'm sort of looking for in that area, because you can sort of tell when you're painting whether you're doing someone's head or whether you're doing the shoulders. Do you know what I mean? So it is quite easy to sort of predict what colour comes next, as it all sort of has to blend. If you've got a red and then a brown, it does happen, don't get me wrong, but they tend to be more like a dark red and then a brighter red will be next to it rather than a brown colour. But obviously that's not for all paintings. You will obviously get brown next to red because it is quite a close tone, but they tend to stick with like within the tone colour initially. So like say for instance if you're doing skin's all pink, you'll get lighter colours of pink and then you'll get darker colours of pink. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Oh, the sticker's not even sticking down this time. If you don't want to rub it over there, you can always cut it into the size. I mean, my label's quite big compared to the symbol, but it's just a bit easier for me, I find. So we're on to the next one, 374R. At this rate, I am really going to honestly be fitting all these colours in one tray. I love those bloody stuff trays. Goodness. If it was the bottles, like the bottle suitcases that we sell in our store, I'll just quickly show you an example. Like, if it was one of them, that would also hold it. I don't know whether this one's actually got a project in or not. For example, they have 60 bottles in. They come in 5 colours, I think, and they're the size of the bottles. Now, that would have been alright, and it would probably have fitted every colour in. The only problem with them, because of the amount of blacks I actually received, I didn't even fit them in the boxes I'm currently using. So in them bottles, I think it would have taken a lot of bottles, maybe 20 bottles, just for the blacks. So I don't think I would have actually managed to fit a whole kit, as in this kit, in it, because of the blacks. So I decided that the boxes were better for this project. You never know, I might even show you a kitting up video one day using them. So I tend to use them for the smaller projects. They don't have a lot of colours in, just because it's easy. And also, they are quite neat storage containers as well, because you can pile them up over each other. If you get different colours, it looks quite interesting as well. I've just got 2 pink ones at the moment, but I do use them quite often, to be honest. I think the other one's actually got a kit in it, considering the one I showed you didn't. I think the other one does, and I think it's the girl with the skull. I know that's not very descriptive because there's a lot of girls with skulls out there, but I think it's a black and white one. I'm not entirely sure. I've had that many kits and put that many kits through them that could easily be a completed one already. I will at some point be getting all the pictures of my completed work together, actually. And I might even do a little video of them just to show them off. Because on the photos, they don't shine as much, I've noticed. Unless you get them in the perfect light. And that doesn't happen very often, let's be honest. So I might do a video showing them off as well, rather than just a picture, and then that way you can see them up close and possibly far out as well for them, the new people on the channel or in the group, so that way they can see the effect. Because when you're quite close to these paintings, they do look a bit pixelated, but you can still see the image. But if you actually have it hanging on the wall and step back from it, and I mean actually step back from it, not just one step, a few steps, the picture is just like the photo you initially get the painting created off, if you understand me. To be honest, these pieces of art blow my mind every time I see a new one. They just get better and better each time. More colours, more vibrant, just more extreme, really. So I can't wait to see what everyone else comes up with in the future. Especially customs. Customs are one of my favourites to do, because it's very rare somebody out there will be doing your custom, as customs more personalised, aren't they? So I mean, yeah, obviously if your sister and you do it, you know, or your sister and mum, like a few people on our group, we've got quite a few family members that do it together, then obviously, yeah, you might end up with sort of a similar picture, but even then I doubt you'll end up with the same custom. Then again, if you're a family and you do customs, let me know if you do order them more than once. Because I know there's definitely a custom I did that needs ordering a few times, which is the picture of my kids. I want to do that bigger, and I also want to give it to the grandparents of the kids. So I need to at least do it at least one more time, if not two more times. So there's an instance where a custom will be made maybe 3 times maximum. Maybe there is customs out there that you've done multiple times. Drop us an image and let us know. So we're actually on number 44 now. So we've got how many left? 13 more left. I hope my maths is right on that. Correct me if it's not. I don't know whether kitting up normally takes me this long, or whether it's just taking me this long because I haven't done it in a while. So I didn't think it normally took this long. And to be honest, I have actually been concentrating on what I'm doing, whereas normally I'm either doing it while I was watching a movie, or talking, or playing a game or something. Which isn't the smartest idea sometimes, don't get me wrong. But I like to try and fill in the gap. But even normally when I'm doing it with something else, it doesn't seem to be this long. mean, how long does it take anybody else to kit up? That'd be an interesting question, I guess. But some people may answer. That's if they've not got bored and turned it off by this point, though. Kitting up takes ages. Oh, I forgot the symbol. So we're on P, now it's on N, which is the 6th side, that side.
Oh, well, so you're on there with them.
Yeah. As I said before, partner's just clearly turned around and noticed. I love how they do that. You're in your own little world, and then all of a sudden they turn around, like when you're right at the end. Oh, you're nearly done? Like, where have you been? On the other screen watching it. In your case. Yeah, you can sort of tell what that is, even if that took it over a little bit. Well, these boxes, they're good, these, but apparently for this kit, they're just not needed. At this rate, I really am going to be getting a full kit in here by the looks of things. May as well put one of them in there to fill that gap. That's one thing I do like to do, fill gaps so that if you move it, as in the tray of containers, they don't just slide around everywhere. Not that they're going to like jump into each other's rows around. They do stay in the row, but it just, I don't like them when they rattle. 3799. Considering it wasn't that hot this morning and like during today, do you know what? It's red hot this night, which probably means I'm going to get barely any sleep. Just to let you know. Absolutely red hot here. Like, I wish we had days like this. Although, to be honest, at the moment, it'd be no good for me anyway. You alright? So 48 we're on now, which is 3824, which isn't that packet, it's that packet. Oh, we're getting there, guys. So yeah, if you have happened to tune in and watched all these videos whilst I have been doing them, thank you so much for spending such a long time watching and learning with me. I really appreciate that. If you've even watched 5 minutes of the video, that's good for me as well. You don't have to sit there and spend all day in front of it. just as long as you pop in, see what's new. We don't mind. If you could like the video though, it would be a great help, just so that we can keep growing as a YouTube channel. And if you would like to share the video, feel free. Can never get my words out at this sort of time of night. I noticed it last night. Oh, we're nearly there. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Guys and girls. Sorry. Guys and girls. I mean, how many actual diamond DPers are boys out there? Lads, guys, whatever you want to call yourselves. Because that's what I'd honestly like to know. Because that's the thing, I have actually met some on my journey. There are guys out there that like to do it. I mean, my first raffle winner was a guy, a lad, won a fairy. Won a fairy. It's my DP picture, display picture for a while. So I thought, why not do it as a painting?
That's the photo you chose to start the group on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was my display picture. It was for a while, and then it actually ended up being the group picture for a while, like the cover story as well. It's one of my favourite pictures. Can't go mentioning what it exactly is. Well, I suppose you can. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? It was off Ali anyway. One of them, one fairies that are quite often seen. You'll probably know which one I'm on about anyway. Very pretty. Got a lot of greens and turquoisey colours on it. Sat in a tree. I'm sure she was. So yeah. We are getting very close now. Very close. Symbol Z. I hope that actually went in my little box anyway. I have to tidy up anyway once I've done this. Such a messy job kitting up, even if you're organised. I need a little bin from my desk. Them little bins, wheelie bin ones. Do you know what I mean? You can get on your desk for when you sharpen your pens and pencils in it. Need one of them. 3834. There we go. 50th colour. The 50th. I have noticed actually some of the symbols on this painting were actually in the other painting. They're not exactly matched by DMC codes like everybody wants them to be, but they are actually using quite similar symbols. So because I did my last kit, I feel quite comfortable with this kit. I don't think there's going to be any nasty surprises. So hopefully I won't get halfway through and realise I've mixed one of the colours up. That's why the picture looks odd. Because I have seen that happen a few times. I have done it myself as well. I mean, has anyone bought one of those canvases? You might know what I'm on about. It's just white. Yeah, it's got symbols on for obviously your codes, where your drills go. But the actual canvas is pure white, and then the symbols are just printed on black. I gave up on that. I just threw it out. I couldn't. I like to have a guide, like an image to sort of go off. So I like it when they print the image underneath and keep the colour to the squares. Whereas that one, he just didn't. He really didn't. So I couldn't complete it. I got rather stressed out. And it was the first canvas I threw in the bin. Kept the drills. Why not? May come in use one day. Well, actually, they will come in use because I had a lady, before I set up my group, I made a friend in the diamond painting community even before the group was set up or before I even thought about making a group. And we got speaking quite a lot, and she had been to a car boot sale and happened to come across some diamond paintings, which I at the time was quite surprised about because I was new to this hobby when I met this lady. I met her through one of the groups that was already on Facebook. I can't remember which one. And yeah, she told me about this car boot. I think she found like 8 paintings or something. Some had the drills and some didn't. So she kindly sent me the ones without the drills because she knew I was saving up for spare drills. And she kept the others for herself. So that was very kind of her. And I have still got them. And they were the convoy van truck car things, like similar to them, in beach settings and things like that. So my partner actually likes them, so I've been saving up the drills for them, really, as well as it's always a good idea to save up your drills just in case you do ever fall short on a project, even though it is unlikely. It has happened though, so just a warning. Save them drills. The sooner you start doing it, the sooner you realise that it's not so bad and it will pay off somewhere down the line. I mean, I think it was a few nights ago, I had an email off one of my group members asking me what should she do. She had a canvas and she had some drills, but didn't have an idea what to do. So I just chucked it out there. I was like, why don't you draw a heart on your canvas and put your drills in it, in the heart shape. So then you can seal it, and then it's just a nice picture on your wall, one that you've made, not had to get printed or anything. Just an ordinary canvas. Draw a heart, put some glue on, stick some drills. Easy enough project to do with your kids if they're old enough, I suppose. Especially whilst it's a 6-week holiday. Although they will be going back soon. So what number are we on now? So I just did 4, didn't we? Which was 51. Now we're on 52. 8, 3, 8, 5, 7. That one. Pack of 3. Just fold them up like I taught you. So that way you're not having to cut them open all separately. And then they all pour in all at once. Which makes the job so much easier. Make sure they're all empty. Cut your cord. Put your cord on the top. Lid. I hope that one works out because it's a bit bent. Whatever it was on the packaging. There we go.
Emma, you got a video from Donna at the, well, she was at the stadium
You know. Oh, monkey. He's got his ER back. He left his ER at his nana's and he wasn't happy before he went settling down. Bless him.
Nathan Salt's at the stadium.
Starting to look tired, aren't they? It's been a long day for them. What number were we on? So, very, very close to done. No, very close. Next one. 3, that one. Another 4 packet. So yeah, that was the largest packet. Obviously, was the black because it's the main picture on the canvas. Then after that, the biggest bag was the 939, which is pretty much another black for my eye. And that was 7 bags. And then after that, the biggest ones were 4. And I had that once. Oh, I've got hiccups. Twice. And the rest were practically 2 bags and 1 bags. Oh, and a few 3 bags there. But most of them are actually 1 bag. Which in a minute you're going to see what it looks like. Because for the first time ever, I have managed to just use the small boxes in my keynote video. Well, keynote. This is obviously my first keynote video, even though it's in 4 parts. Right, so that's stuck down, and then we need the letter. Is it that way or that way? Yeah, that way, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it must be that way, because that's the key. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Got 4 more left. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. And then this is the weird symbol. We got it down like that. And then point and curly, point and circle, and point and circle. third colour. The last colour. We are near the home stretch. Very, very near. And then this one's cute. W and D. That one, that one. And that one. This one. That is the last 2 bags in the container. Now we just need to label them with the DMC code. 1 done. 2 done. Make sure you get the right symbols on them. And then I'll just fill that in so that they can't wobble. So I can show you the whole kitted up. May as well slide a little one in there. I'll slide these across. So this is the actual full kit in the painting of this painting. How's best to do this? There you go. So that was my first live kitting up video. Ended up being 4 parts, I think, maybe 5 at max, hopefully. And just a quick reminder what the painting was. It was this one of my family. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a like, share it if you think anybody would be interested, and like I said, if there's any videos that you could suggest that you would like me to do, please pop a comment on any of the videos you see on my channel and let me know. I'm sure we can work something out. So thank you for watching. Bye for now. Oh yeah, just like my partner said, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications for any future new videos. Alright, thank you. Bye.